Hello there, welcome to my channel, Aboki. It's Victoria here. I'm so glad that you tuned in and you are watching this tutorial. We are going to make an adult reversible ribbed beanie. It was a request, so I'll be working on this. So on this channel, if you're new here, we basically do knitting tutorials, so you might want to consider tapping that subscribe button and get notified so that whenever I upload a new video or tutorial, you are the first one to get it. So to begin with, this beanie can work for both male and female depending on who is or who we want to make it for, so it really works for both. However, remember our head sizes differ, so you might want to adjust on the measurements of the head. So I pulled out 65 this side and 64 needles the other side, making it a total of 129 needles pulled out in a ribbed in a 3x1, where I pulled out 3 needles at the front and 1 needle at the back. So you might want to change and do that. I shared a video on how to cast on and cast off, so you can really go back and see that video of how to cast on. It will help you to see. So you may pick up 3x1, 2x1, depending. You may do 2x2. Just see how I cast off. Just click on that video. I think it's at the top on my channel. You'll be able to see it. You can learn, if you're a beginner, how to cast off. Yeah, so it's a slow movie. Like you will learn even if you've never used a machine, but you have one. It would be easier for you to go by and you learn how to cast on and cast off. So here I'm casting on 3x1 needles because we are making a ribbed beanie, and ribbing is more of how you pick up your needles. Like I've picked out 1x1, that is 1x1 ribbing, 3x1, that is 3x1 ribbing. So I'm not having that band to begin with, but all through the beanie is going to be ribbed. I hope that is understood. Someone asks a ribbed beanie, that is how it is. Like your choice of needles, 2x1, 3x1, 4x, like depends on what you want. Remember, every time after you've cast on and you knit one row, remember to hang your comb. And after hanging your comb, so that your work doesn't come off. You cries that, hey, my work comes off, I don't know what is happening, maybe my machine is spoiled. No, your machine is not spoiled. You just have to remember to hang your comb, set your machine right. We are working in tension 7. Yes, we are doing this work in tension 7, and we are going to knit a number of rows so that we can come up with this. So remember to always hang your comb and your work will stay on the needles. If you don't hang your comb, your work will come off. Yeah, keep that in mind. After knitting that very first row, hang your comb and then you can continue with your knitting. Forgive my yarn tangling. It's the type of yarn that I have, so I'm using the normal yarn that I usually use, Robin. Yeah, Robin yarn from Kenya. It's what I have access to that can do this. It's 100% acrylic. So whatever yarn you're using, be sure that you first work with a swatch to see what will come out, because we have different types of yarn. Yes, and this particular one is only 50 grams. However, I used another piece which was like in my stash, so it wasn't only one ball, but I used some extra which I had in my stash, so that I got up the measurements of the yarn that I wanted. So go on ahead and knit up to your desired length. I knitted up to 210, actually 220. So it depends on how long you want it to be, but you make sure you go beyond 200 because this is an adult head. And remember, I also have to have that folding. So I went on ahead and did knit up to that end, and my last row I increased the tension to 10 and I cast off using the yarn needle. Remember the video I've told you about how to cast off, so this is one of the ways you can also cast off using the yarn needle. You pick up your yarn needle and you have a long tail, so you're going to use that that yarn needle, the needle, yeah, and you just pick up the stitches from the needles, the pins. So just go on ahead and pick up those stitches until you finish them all. So if you're new here, please consider subscribing. Our tutorials are always easy to understand and go by. I can get some testimonies in the house, yeah. So just subscribe, like you can, if you like, you can like this video. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. And in any way, if you want to support Aboki Knits, you can give a super thanks, a super chat. Yeah, it comes at a cost, but you'll be supporting this channel, yeah. So after you have done the cast off with your yarn needle, remember you have a very long tail. So what we are going to do is we are going to join these edges, like the ends together, so that we have a long tube. It's more of like a tube. See, so I'll just pick up, because you have to first join up that closed up end at the top. Be sure not to always make your yarn tight, because you might break your yarn and yet you need it. So kind of make it a bit to pull it together so that you have the gathers at the top. And now I'm doing a blind stitch method. Yes, it's a blind stitch method where I pick 2 stitches one side. Others call it fisherman's method, I don't know, but I call it blind stitch method because that's what my teacher taught me when she was teaching me. So I'm going to go ahead, and I went on ahead and did all that up to the end. As you can see, I have reached the top end, like from where we were up to. It takes quite some time, so you'll have to do it now. And when I reached here, I'm going to pick up, remember that yarn that we're casting on, that which we wrapped on the needle. So it's the one that I'm going to pick up. It's always that very, very first one. So you be able to pick it up with your stitch. With your yarn needle, you pick them all up one by one, one by one. You may skip one and then you put 2 because of the pattern that we did, but you might want to make sure that you don't have a bigger gap, because we are going to do a gather at the top. Yes, so go on ahead and pick up those stitches one by one. See how I am doing it. Be careful if your needle is sharp so that you don't prick yourself. See what I'm doing there, picking up that very topmost stitch. It comes easy, you just give it your time and attention. You realize that you can actually see what you're picking, and you just pick them up as you gather, yeah. And when you make this beanie, please tag me up on Instagram. I'll be happy to see your work. You can share the video with your fellow friends so that they can also come in on learning. And this can also be a business tip for you. You can make as many of these beanies, add an embroidery design, and then you can sell them off to as many people, especially when it gets cold. And also you can gift it to someone. You can embroider a name or anything, their initials, whatever you can, and you can sell these so you can make some money. Yes, I think I should make a video about knitting business. If you are up to this, let me know in the comment section below if I should make a video about knitting business or the business tips while knitting. I'll see what you think about that. In case you're into knitting and it's just a hobby, you might also want to turn it into a business venture. So go on ahead and pick up all those stitches one by one. Make sure that you don't leave a bigger gap in those stitches. Yes. So pick them up and you shall be forming a gather like at the top where we have joined, where we have pulled all the stitches together. So be careful as you're picking these. If you have a lighter needle, but safer for you. So now at the top here, as you can see, it's still the same way the other side. Now I'm going to fold it into half and pull the other end inward. Yes, you can see that I'm pulling the other end inward so that I'm able to also join it, because now I'm going to you fold it into half, but half by pushing one end inside and the other inside so that it is reversible. Yeah, get it? See, that is the inside, which can also be the outside. So depends on how, if you want to do colorful, you can just divide the number of rows into half so that one side has another color and the other side also has another color. and then as you go in, you pick up a stitch from the inside fold to the top fold. Okay, it's more of just joining these two so that there is no hole at the top, there's no hole in the middle. So when you just turn it on the inside, it's more like of the outside. So just go on ahead and join it up, closing out the hole so it is done well. See, it will really come out so good. If you are the kind who likes pom-poms, you can add a pom-pom. I have a video of how to add a pom-pom if you really have to, so you can just add there a pom-pom. Okay, and after that you can cut it off. And so this is the turnout. Don't think I chopped my hair. I have cornrows running on. And so when you fold your beanie, yeah, it just turns out so it's good to cover it up. If you want to have all of it down, I mean, it's okay for gents, it's okay for the ladies. So if you think this is a good one, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. And I'll be seeing you in my next video. I ran a poll on the community, so please go there and let me know what video you want next in that tutorial, in my next tutorial, and I'll be glad when I can to share that tutorial with you. So go there. In case someone else has commented it, just like that video, and I'll know how many people are in preference of that particular one. I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye bye.